and this is the biggest bone that I have to pick with actors, is the headshot. Like taking the headshot and just posting that.
It's just so boring. It's
not
dull.
attention. There's no value, and it's definitely not relatable.
Welcome everybody to episode 60 of WatchRoss, the one where we're getting social. Right, this is new. He's new. We're at Starbucks on First Street in Manchester because this morning, where are we going, Ollie?
We're going home.
We're not going to my home. We're going to the home theatre for the Acts on This TV Manchester meetup. We do this once a month in Manchester and in London. If you're an actor and you want to get support, you want to network with other actors, you want to set goals and get everybody to like help you achieve them, get yourself down first Saturday of every month. We do it here at Home Theatre. In London, Wendy and Mel and the gang down there do it at Benugo Bar, BFI South Bank, 11 till 2 on the first Saturday of every month. So we're going to go there. That's social. Okay, I just told everyone we're going to get social, right?
Yep.
But then why else are you here?
Well, I'm here to talk about social media for actors.
Talking to this microphone here, social media for actors.
We're here for social media for actors.
Ollie, basically behind the scenes of Acts on This.tv, if you're not a member actors, go sign up, has ultimately helped me double the membership on Acts on This.tv within, we'll do 8 years worth of growth in 8 weeks via social media, Facebook ads, building a brand online, ultimately the under the hood, like dark arts of social media that I knew nothing about until now. Me and Ollie set up an event called the Social Media Deep Dive, the Acts on This TV Social Media Deep Dive Live, that we just took 20 actors through in Media City UK, teaching them the dark arts as well. It's a bit like Harry Potter, isn't it? And we're going to record a podcast on it, so you guys, ultimately we can't give you the training we've given the people in Media City because that was 21 hours, but we're going to give you a 90-minute podcast teaching them all the secrets, yeah?
Yeah, we're going to teach them as much as we can in 90 minutes. We're going to kind of help you discover how to be more relevant, how to be more seen.
How to be more seen.
Yeah, by more people.
Do a vlog, get seen. Yeah, honestly, it's going to be great. Right, so we're going to, I nearly kick your brew over there, Petch. We're going to go home. We're going to do this this meet-up. You'll see behind the scenes of it, and then we're going to get cracking with a podcast. Petch, like, oh, you can do it. You do this, and it sends the screen away. Just do that. This is why you should never compare yourself to anybody else, because you don't want what anyone else wants. Even people more successful, less successful, however you determine success, never compare like what you want and what they want, or get jealous of what they've got or they haven't got, or this and that and the other. Like, you don't want what everyone else wants. So all you're doing right now, you know, because you're young, is figuring out what it is you actually want, and maybe your standards and your vision doesn't align with those people who you associate with, and you probably associate with them from no real other reason than you went to school with them because you're young, you live near them. You've probably not had a chance to actually go out into the world yet, being so young, and actually find those people who resonate with your standards and what you want from your life. So that's all you realise, and it's totally normal. And you will naturally, when you figure that out, drift away from certain people, drift towards other people, and you do want to seek out rooms where you are the least experienced, you are, you know, the least successful, in inverted commas or whatever, because you're going to be inspired by the thoughts and aspirations and the dreams of other people who are a little bit more courageous maybe than you are right now. I went out at a curry a week ago with 3 guys. They were all they were all running significantly larger businesses than me. One is running a multiple 7-figure business right now, bringing in some serious wealth on a monthly basis. And that isn't like, and you know what, we're sat around the table having a curry, everyone's drinking water, no one's bling bling and buying Dom Perignon. It's bullshit, and we're all talking about ways we can positively impact other people with our businesses. And that, for me, is what is, you know, a determination of success. It's not about all the material stuff we spoke about before. And I came away more inspired, more motivated, ready to dream a little bit bigger and take more action on the things that I want to achieve, because they gave me that confidence because I've seen them do it. And I'm like, actually, you know what, you're doing it, and with respect, you're no better than me. We're all, you're no more intelligent than me. You've been a bit more courageous right now, or you've gone out and asked for things that I haven't dared ask for right now.
I'm going to do it today about what's more important, brains or balls. You know what I mean?
Both, man, both. But courage, 5 seconds of courage can change your life. Steve, Leah, why should people come to an Acts on This TV meetup?
Well, it's such a rewarding thing. You get so much more information, you get a lot of help from everybody else, you get a lot more help from Ross. You meet to see people in the same position that you are in the industry.
I love the community feel, I love that everyone's so supportive of each other.
You get a lot of support from this lot. This man's a good man. It gives you all the support in the world that it can give you, so do the rest of them.
Everybody's from different backgrounds. So some people, have been doing acting since childhood, but other people have changed careers. So there's so many different walks of life here, and you really get insight from everyone. So it's absolutely brilliant.
Ross gives nothing but value to people, and he has no agenda other than to make you become better, stronger, wiser, and get to where you want faster.
Despite what your background is, because we're all included, and you just get confidence, and Ross is here to help everyone, and everyone out, whichever walk of life you come from.
It's inspirational, practical, and you'll be held to account for your dreams.
And you leave here with a sense that anything is possible.
Right, that was the Acts on This TV meetup for September. We do this every single month. The next one's going to be October, first Saturday in October. Don't know when the date is for that. It'll be on your screen right now, though. Please come along, get to the Facebook group, Facebook page actually, and the group, but it's facebook.com/Acts on This TV, facebook.com/groups/Acts on This TV. You can RSVP right there. Ollie, we're going back to mine to do this podcast.
Yep.
Why should people keep watching the vlog?
Guys, keep watching the vlog. If you want to be seen on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter by the right people in the acting industry, you need to keep watching right now.
Keep watching. You're going to see a few clips of it, and then we're going to come back on for an exclusive chat at the end. Until then, this is the Social Media Podcast. So, Oliver Reynolds, actor/social media guru, welcome to my flat. Welcome to actsonthis.tv. Welcome to the podcast. How are you?
I'm fantastic, man. How are you?
I felt like I was really over-energized there. You came in with like some sort of like nice calmness.
Deep velvet.
That might be required for this podcast. Mate, thank you so much for joining us today. I know this podcast is going to be ridiculously... just super useful, like for the people who are listening. For those who don't know who you are, I mean, I've now been working with you, doing social media for actsonthis.tv for probably the last 12, 13 weeks. We've done some live broadcasts together for people within the actsonthis.tv community. We've just ran something called Social Media Deep Dive Live that we'll talk about a little later in the podcast. But for people who are tuning in, and maybe new members to the site who haven't got a bloody clue who you are, give us a little bit of background on you. Who's Ollie Reynolds? How did you get into acting? What's your background before that? And why are you so good at social media?
So first off, let me say just thank you for welcoming me on the podcast and being a good person, coachable in all the stuff that I've kind of been teaching you and everybody that's listening today and watching. I want you to be the same as Ross. I want you to take the information.
Be coachable. I love it.
Blowing his ego off here.
1 minute and 20 seconds in, and we're already bigging me up. I like it.
It's a record, surely.
Excellent. It definitely is.
And basically just, you
talk straight into the mic, Ollie, rather than being off. There you go.
So you've taken the information that I've given you and you've literally run with it, and you've kind of not screamed or kicked or shouted about any of it. You've literally just gone ahead and worked with it, which makes my job so easy. So if everybody with the information that we talk about today, obviously jump in the community, ask questions, tag both of us, that's fine. If there is things that you're confused about, but the most important thing is actually try it. Don't just listen today and do nothing. Like there is nothing more frustrating for me to put my time, and for you as well, to put our time into this and our passion, because this is our passion, and then people do nothing with it. So I'm Ollie Reynolds. My background primarily was, I was in the fitness industry. So literally left school. And from the age of 16, didn't go into, I went into college, failed miserably at college. I was told the old school, like, oh, this is going to give you the certificates you need and all that kind of stuff.
Lies.
So I went and did like a level 2 a year before I could actually do it. So I had to wait around a year to go into the industry, and I started off working in a gym as a PT.
Yep.
And I soon realized that the gift of the gab, basically, to enable to get clients, sign up clients and all this kind of stuff. And I really enjoyed it. And I soon found that I was too big for that. I was too good for that. I was better than most people. And this was way before social media. So I was a good networker. I was good with talking to people. I was good with selling. I was good with finding people, seeing their pain and helping them overcome it, basically.
Right.
And that, by the way, is the key for social media. And that's why I've brought that up. So fast forward a couple of years, I'd worked in pretty much every gym that I'd ever wanted to work in, climbed the ranks in those gyms and those gym chains. And I soon kind of realized that if I want to have more freedom, more time, more money, I need to go and do this myself. So I went and essentially opened my own gym. And the first year was really difficult. This was before social media. And about year 2, this is when Facebook ads started really kicking off.
Yep.
So Facebook was a platform basically where people just reached out to friends, and that was it.
Yep.
And they brought out their platform where you could advertise to people in the local area to give them offers, or content really wasn't a big thing at the time until we started actually doing it. And I was learning all of my social media stuff from America. So I was doing stuff. This would have been about 9 years ago now, before anybody else in the UK was doing it. And basically what had ended up happening, we went from struggling making £1,000 to £2,000 a month to basically outgrowing our own gym and then having to open a new facility. And then fast forward another couple of years, we opened a second gym. And then 3 years ago, we sold those gyms.
Yep.
Because it just didn't fulfill me anymore. It didn't make me happy anymore. And it wasn't really the thing that I knew that I was going to do long term.
Yep.
And all this knowing that I always wanted to be an actor, like since the age of 5. I remember I've got this memory of a house, being at my mom and dad's house, and I was playing around, and my mom literally turned around to my dad and said, we should get him and take him to drama school. And I remember feeling like that's exactly what I want. That's what I want to do. And the long story short, my parents lost the house. My dad lost his job. My mom became really, really ill. And it was basically a massive kind of change, and no drama school and all this kind of stuff. 25 years later, finally, I started, training to be an actor.
Mm-hmm.
And I couldn't be more happier, to be honest, about that. And what makes it even sweeter is actually knowing what I know from running the gyms. And I now run an agency, which is where the agency that I run is a social media marketing agency. So other gyms all around the world, we've got clients in California, Canada, Australia, all over the UK. And basically they pay me to run their marketing campaigns and I help them do the consulting side of things. And help them grow their business. So much like that we've done with Act on This TV.
So it's not just applicable to gyms. Obviously, the stuff that Ollie has used within his own business and then helping other gyms in his industry grow. Ollie reached out to me 3 months ago, something like that. Maybe not even that. It's probably like 2 months ago. 3 months, isn't it really? And it was like, listen, I think I can help you grow Act on This. And I was like, oh, all right, mate, whatever. I kept putting it off.
It did fob me off probably.
Yeah, it fobbed me off like 3 points. I just get a lot of requests and I was just super busy and like a bit overwhelmed. And then finally we got on a call. And to cut a long story short, again, Ollie helped me implement some strategies that's helped me double the membership of Act on This in what was 8 or 9 weeks. So I actually had as much growth in 8 or 9 weeks as I'd had the previous 8 years.
Yeah.
So I was like, holy hell, like this is really, really powerful. Every actor should kind of know these strategies for promoting their own work. If you've got short films to promote, you've got crowdfunders to promote.
Yep.
You're putting on a play, you've got to sell tickets to if you're doing something at the Edinburgh Fringe or whatever it is. I was like, wow, all of these things you've taught me can be implemented into people's acting careers. What kind of content do you think actors should be posting online? Because a lot only think they can post their headshot and their show reel and that is it. And it's just bullshit. It's like, if you are creating a brand online and marketing, you need to be sharing a lot more than that. So what do you think are the things that are useful for actors to share?
So Point number 2 is AVR. So it's attention. A is for attention, V is for value, and R is for relatable. Okay. So is the image or the video grabbing attention? All right. Or is the caption, so the writing with the image or video, grabbing attention?
Yep.
All right. Are you genuinely giving value? Is it really, really, either life-changing or funny or dramatic? Like, what is it? Is it giving value? Okay. Does it make people feel something? And with that is relatable. So is it relatable? And this is the biggest bone that I have to pick with actors, is the headshot. Like taking the headshot and just posting that.
It's just so boring. It's
not
dull.
attention. There's no value, and it's definitely not relatable. It's not a relatable situation for anyone. It's just awkward. It's the equivalent of seeing, and I apologize to all the parents, but it's the equivalent of when kids go back to school and all the parents take a picture of their kid.
Oh,
and
yeah.
Your timeline is full of those pictures. It's the same.
It's awful.
Yeah, it's the same.
Can't believe he's in secondary school already. Where's the time going? Where's my baby gone? Oh, God. And they're always in a school uniform on the front doorstep.
Yeah.
I'm like, look, we know you're proud of your kids. That's fine. But take a picture of it and then just keep it in your phone. You don't need to put it on Instagram.
Send it to the friends
Yeah.
who find it valuable.
Email the grandparents with it.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's there's nothing relatable about that whatsoever. It's not attention grabbing. It's not valuable, and it's not relatable to those. I guess it's relatable to those who are doing it as well, but it's all a little bit of a one-up. My kid's better than your kid. Look how great they look in the school uniform.
Yeah. The platform wants to keep users on the platform. And the reason being is because Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter are basically a marketing company. They are having people pay them to run advertisements to users on those platforms, right? So if you've posted a really good piece of content and I'm engaging with it and I really enjoy it, and you're engaging with me backwards and forwards.
So I'm keeping you on the platform.
Keeping me on the platform. Therefore, Twitter, Instagram, or Facebook can serve more ads to me. Therefore, they make more money.
Yep.
So the key is that if you are an authority, or we'll call it an influencer. That's probably the easiest thing to call it. An influencer in the niche that you're trying to work with. What's going to happen is that Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter, they're going to favor you, and they're going to show more of your stuff than anybody else's, because you are keeping people on the platform. And if you are running ads yourself, then great. That's going to benefit you as well in the long term.
Yeah. And people might be like, what? Why would I run ads? I'm just an actor. We won't have time to go into this today. The intricacies of this is something we can cover if you do get involved with any of the, the deep dive stuff and maybe, future things that we put out there. But if you are an actor, there are plenty of reasons why you would run ads. If you are crowdfunding for a film, if you are running a show for 3 weeks at a theater, Facebook will allow you to run ads to people who are interested in the genre of thing that you are, your play is about, that you're performing. They'll allow you to run ads within, X miles from that venue. So you can say, I want to target everybody who likes Doctor Who. Petch, for instance, did a play on Doctor Who, an LGBT themed play on Doctor Who. He could have targeted people via Facebook ads who like Doctor Who like, various other people who've been in Doctor who are part of the LGBT community and live within a 3-mile radius of the King's Arms in Salford.
Yep.
And he could have spent £5 a day on ads and sold that venue out via Facebook ads. It's so powerful, guys.
And it's simple math, by the way, guys. So if you're like, well, why would I spend £150 a month on an advert? Well, how much were the tickets?
What were tickets, Petch? £9 and £7.
There you go. So 2 or 3 sales a day, which would have been more than achievable. And he's in profit. He doesn't lose a penny. And even if he sold 1 a day, he still would have been in profit.
Still doubling his money.
Yeah. And more importantly, he would have had bums on seats, which creates more attention.
People posting on Instagram, doing stories from the audience.
And
exactly.
That you can't buy that.
No.
Well, you can. You just run Facebook ads. Organically, you can actually do a lot better than people think. When I say organic, it means you don't pay Facebook. Let's say, for instance, you are in a sci-fi film or a sci-fi short or a show reel or TV or theater or whatever it might be. You're going to find other people that are going to enjoy the content that you're going to be posting. You are going to find people in that niche that go to Facebook groups, so sci-fi Facebook groups, Star Trek groups, Star Wars groups, just sci-fi, anything. go in there and you're going to physically add them 40 people a day.
And there you go, another actsonthis.tv podcast. You just saw a few clips of it there. If you want to go and listen to the full thing, which was what, Ollie, like 95 minutes. Again, these are all like 95-minute podcasts we're producing recently. Get over to actsonthis.tv. You can listen to a 15-minute preview of that. Again, you've just, some extra stuff you might not have seen there. But if you want to get access to the full 95 minutes, get a membership. It'll be literally the best thing you ever do for your freaking acting career. Now, there's a couple of things, Ollie, just want to cover just for 5 minutes. Some things that we did kind of touch on there, but I want to recap on again. One of the main points for me right now, and what I've learned working with you, is that a lot of actors are, one, they're getting their audience completely wrong. So they're just promoting stuff to other actors. But two, the biggest thing for me that I'm seeing actors do is really publishing selfish content. I want people to really look at that value part of ABR and go, is this post making, the person who's looking at this, is it like, making their day better or worse by having consumed that content? Is it giving them some kind of value? And Gary Vee, a mentor of ours, and I said I'd talk about this in the podcast and I didn't, talks about something called jab, 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 right hook, which is where you give, and give before you ask. So for instance, if you had a play that was coming up, or you had a crowdfunder that was coming up, or something, a short film you wanted people to watch, you've got to give way in advance of you actually asking your audience to go and see that play, buy a ticket to it, give you money for your crowdfunder, or watch your short film. Do you want us to elaborate a little bit on that, on how actors, who are watching this can do that and really engage with their audience that isn't other freaking actors or casting directors? Because it isn't. If you're building an audience to leverage and get opportunity from, this is like the general public that are out there. I'm getting like on one, but you talk and you hold this right to your mouth.
The easiest way to combat this is something called an empathy map. I don't know. We've worked a little bit. Yeah. So an empathy map helps you get inside your customers or your viewer's mind. So what happens is you think about what your people who are going to be following you, what they see, what they think, what they hear, and what they do, and then what their pains are and what their gains are. And when you do this, if you literally Google images and put in empathy map, you'll see an image of this printed off and write and scribble in all these things. So if we said, for instance, I don't know, let's do this randomly. You give me a customer base.
Oh, what, as in my audience? So, say for instance, I'm writing a comedy right now that I'll tell people more about later in time. But the audience for that are going to be, well, it's based around. I don't give it away, but like, I guess let's say geeks for now. Cool. Geeks would be my audience.
Yeah. So so straight away with geeks, what do geeks see? Okay, so what do geeks see?
Like geeky stuff, Marvel stuff, computer games, fantasy stuff, all those kind of like geeky things.
So I'm putting them on the spot, but this is perfect. So what do they say?
Geeky stuff, like shut up, Betch. No, like catchphrases. So I catch him talking about like the Marvel stuff all the time, and this Marvel universe, and these, what are them crystals called in Endgame, Petch, that everyone's after?
Why do they like all this stuff?
I think it's escapism. I think for a lot of people, they feel in society they don't fit in, and they feel that these superheroes and stuff are like, they generally have like a backstory, don't they? Superheroes where they didn't fit in, and then they became these incredible things, and then went out and saved the world. So I think they love that, and they love the community and feeling part of something on a really deep level.
Perfect. So straight away, he knows the audience, so he can connect to the audience really, really well. And that's all you need to create really good content. You do this, what we're talking about now, he's done this with this audience, the acting audience. You know the audience so well. So if you ever doubt that what we spoke about right now or in the podcast, like Ross has done this. I did this with my gyms. I knew my audience with the gyms. So you've got to build your audience. You've got to know your audience. You've got to know them so well, like the back of your hand. And that means that your content will fly and become a lot more viral as well with that aspect.
Nice. And once again, figure out your audience. As an actor, your audience is not actors. It is not casting directors. It's people who want to watch your content for the content and the genre of your content. If that is geeks and Marvel people and you're creating that content, go and find people who like that. Don't show it to a load of actors like myself who don't know what Infinity Stones are. Now I do, and I've got to watch the Marvel films. Right, this has dragged on a little bit, but yeah, I hope you found this useful. We're going to be back next week or the week after. I don't know when we're going to be back. We're going to be back with another vlog that it will grab your attention, will give you value, will be relatable. If we can do anything for you, social media is up on screen right now. Let us know you've watched. Yeah, drop me a tweet, drop me an Instagram message, anything I do for you. Yeah, just get in touch with us on social. That's what this is all about. Be social, and we'll catch up with you very soon. Petch, you want to come around and do the catchphrase? Petch hasn't been on the vlog for a little while, and I always kind of like, feel bad when he's just sat there. Petch, get in the middle. Yeah, we'll see you soon. I hope it's been valuable for you, and yeah, until next time, 3, 2, 1.
Bye for now.
Thank you so much for watching this episode. It really would mean the world to me if you would leave a comment telling me what you enjoyed and what you would like to see more of next time. If you want to catch more episodes, head over to facebook.com/WatchRoss or youtube.com/WatchRoss. Make sure you subscribe and turn your notifications on. I'll be back real soon. Bye for now.
It gives you all the support in the world that it can give you. So do the rest of them. You get free coffee. Well, you don't get free coffee. But you get free cake. You get to have a chat. You get to meet people, and you have a good morning.
Nice, and you do get free cake. Sophia, who you just saw, bakes
that was false
brilliant
advertisement
cakes.
About the free coffee. Sorry about that.
Forget the free coffee.